So we shall continue. I am recording what happens today, and now it's going to be in 2 recordings instead of 1. So anybody that got cut off and didn't make it back, they'll be able to see the second part, but yeah, that sunk. Okay. So f of g plus 2, if you just take the function f of x and write it out, duly remembering that the function the original function was x squared minus x plus 1. Well, for f of x, f of 2 is write out f of x, only wherever there's an x, put 2. 2 times 2 squared minus 2 plus 1. That's the f part. Then we write g of x added on. And g of x was negative 3 times x squared. In this case, it's 2 squared. Plus 2 times 2. So I've written f of x with 2 in for x. I've written g of x. Yes.
Since we already did the functions, could we enter the same things? Could we take like the shortened version and fill in the 2?
We could.
Okay.
You could. I'm taking you through this idea just so that you can, if you have a homework problem that only gives you this part, that it's practice. But you're absolutely right. So are they just giving us the same ones over? Yes, you can just put 2 into the answer for A, and it'll give you the same answer that we're about to get. So one way or the other, work it out, and you'll be fine. We've only got 10 minutes left, so I've got to make an executive decision on how to finish, because there's a few pages left. Well, let me look real quick here at what I've got. Yeah. Okay. We're not going to be able to get through all of the function worksheet here, lesson. So we're not going to make it to composition of functions. So when you go look at your homework, you're going to have a functions homework and then the composition of functions homework. And you don't have to finish the composition of functions homework because we haven't done all the composition of functions, and there's no way in the time we've got we're going to be able to finish that page. So just letting you know where you're at, okay? So let's use our last minutes to just say, yes, you could just plug it into the answers that we got. So you could take your answer. So let's say that one you can plug and chug on. And eventually that's going to come out to a total of -1, by the way, when you do the calculating. I'm going to just briefly talk about these last 3 because it's no big deal. And in this case, you can take your answer from B and put -2 in wherever there's an X. So I'm going to remind you that our answer was 5x squared minus 3x plus 1. And so we're just taking -2 and putting it wherever there's an x. So that's +4 when you square. So that's 20 plus 6 plus 1 ends up 27. Yes.
On E, I don't know what I did wrong, but ended up getting 7.
Okay, well,
And I did it from like the finished like the
gotcha.
answer on A.
Okay, well, in the finished one, what your work should have looked like was a negative x, so the 2 squared, plus 2 plus 1. Is that right? All right. That's, you square, do the exponent before the sign. The sign's on the outside, so that's -4. Is that right? What happened? Okay.
Yeah, I ended up getting +4 because I did the -2 times
Yeah.
negative.
Yeah. Only the +2 gets squared. The negative is still around. That's what happened on that one. All right. -3, when we use our answer for C to do R times M, that answer was x squared plus x minus 12. So when we put -3 in, -3 gets squared. So that's +9 -3 minus 12 at -15. So it's positive -6. And last one of the day. G divided by H. And we knew that G divided by H, since we did that, is -3x plus 2. I don't know about you, but I have to draw lines to separate my work so I don't start mentally mixing those up. So wherever the x is, I put a -1. -3, -1 plus 2. +3 plus 2. How'd I do on that one? We good? Hey, well, we'll finish up with composition of functions next time. That'll be the end of this note guide. It still has, and it's too big of a change to handle in a few minutes. So we will continue with that next time. So let me know if you have questions in the meanwhile. Hang out if you have questions, and go have a great day if not.